beautiful, romantic, idealistic. But we are in a very different time. I think after 20th century, he said a lot of the music express something not it's beyond beauty. It's human emotion. Sometimes
Yes,
we have these very painful, dark moments that we cannot really let it out, but it is there, and we need to also uh, be able to recreate it through art and through music.
exactly. To express this kind of emotions, and if you look like in 20th century, this disasters we had there, and like this kind of like shock, and to express this and to like also like deal with it, I think art can really help, like to also express sometimes our disbelief that things like this are possible. And so I think art is always also a reflection on the time, uh, and unfortunately it's not always about beauty. I mean, our
Yeah,
world is very multi faced with like, so I think art can I mean, I've read one beautiful thing by Kafka once. He said, you know, a good book should be like melting the ice in our hearts. And I think that's the same like occurs to music. Like it's not necessarily has to be always beautiful, but it should always like kind of like um, give something to our uh, inner inner feelings, to warm them, and like to express things we maybe often are not even able to put in words, but are able to express in music. They have a cooperation with Doctors Without Borders, uh,
yes,
who try to help in the refugee camps who are like in absolutely disastrous conditions there. And uh, I mean, they're like really in like have no um, possibility also
mhm,
to have like simplest hygienic things there, and it's like really a really bad situation. So this Doctors Without Borders tried to help there,
yeah,
and we have like a wonderful group of musicians who do videos and things. So I think as a musician, it's maybe not only our job to play notes perfectly in the right
yeah,
order, but also to do a bit more than that. And I think, I mean, this year was supposed to be the big Beethoven
yeah,
jubilee. I mean, a bit, yeah, didn't take place really throughout this crisis. But I mean, he was really maybe the first musician who also like brought us up of also being uh, actually a humanist, and also like to care for more than just music, but also to use music to maybe raise compassion and to maybe make the world a bit better place. Also, this is maybe a bit ambitious aim, but
nothing is too ambitious. I actually do really appreciate what you're trying to uh, say, because obviously nowadays I think as musicians, we all feel that maybe we are a little bit uh, mm, powerless comparing with, for example, doctors or medical workers, because um, I mean, at least I think in the beginning, when I had no concerts, the only feeling I had was, oh, how can I actually help the world? How can I actually be of a sort of a contributor to the society?
yeah,
Because all of a sudden we feel like, oh, music is very, very meaningful and beautiful in regular time, but perhaps, like what you said, in any difficult time, art and music is still very powerful and meaningful.
yes,
It's not in a very perhaps uh, like a direct way. Um, but I do feel that in especially this kind of difficult situation, when people are home, when people feel that they need something nourishing, you know, like literature, art, music, it's something that can really nourish our soul.
Absolutely. And of course, like I understand what you say with doctors, and they of course helping directly. And as a musician, we help at another part. As you say, we keep up the spirits. We kind of like can console with our music, and so we are maybe doctors for the soul, where the doctors are maybe uh, healing the body. And so it's like, I think can go very well along.
Musicians can sort of share a little bit of what we do on internet, but it is very, very different from live concerts. We
Absolutely.
actually really hear every single nuance and how you interact with not just our musician friends, also the audience.
Yes, exactly. Like this factor of the audience is somehow also missing, because I mean you're playing for a screen basically,
Yeah,
and um, of course nothing can replace this kind of magic feeling in in a concert when you communicate with each other and with the audience. This is like kind of what makes it also so special and so different to our practice room.
yeah,
Um, I mean, sometimes with this live streams, it's also like interesting experience, because you can see like the people sending likes or hearts or comments.
yeah.
But I mean, in a way, I feel like very nervous, like looking at it, because I think I might get out or like lose myself, like if I like look at the screen. And I think this would be for me like the most embarrassing feeling ever, when you like lose your text in a live stream and like with everyone watching it. So like, I mean, I try to not look too much, but yeah, I still have to say I really miss like playing in live concerts. Like it's
Yeah.
just like for the time of confinement.
No, but I think what you're doing is
Yes,
very
I think that's
remarkable.
a very good point. You prepare as much as possible and read the score as detailed as possible, and then on stage you add the magic of the moment, like the little bit more. And for me, like the music is very much an art of creating in the moment, because like the moment we play it, it's already gone in a way. So it's like
Yeah.
really just created for this moment, for this special occasion, and this makes it so precious and so special in a way. So I would say like as serious preparation as possible, but then liberation on stage, and like especially like in chamber music, it was also so wonderful when the last time we performed, I could really feel like you and we were very much reacting on each other, and we all kind of created these moments together, and that's something really magical when this happens on stage. I enjoyed that, and I start to learn cooking, and
Oh, you
yeah,
do?
yeah. It's like you will see next time. It will be
Yeah,
much
last time
improved.
you were, well, you made some pasta. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, that was all I could do.
Well,
But
looking forward to your cooking skill
oh
next time.
yes, you will see. Anyway, I hope you keep you up your happy spirit and stay healthy. And I hope that we meet soon at some nice chamber music project, and
Yeah.